Let's start the shindig up. Hey, Tyrell. Oh. Oh, I need to sneeze. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. That's so much better. Alright, let's go praise Helix. So, Tyrell, did you see the... So, you know, you linked me that Quality of Life direct a few days ago. Did you see they made a second one? Like, you linked it to me on, what, like, Monday? And like, Wednesday, they did a second one. Did you see that? Oh, Kid Cat's here. Who's it gonna be? Oh, let's see. Like, obviously. It was really good. Oh, who are you? Cube. You gotta try it sometimes. It's like being inside, except for your brain freeze. But yeah, that quality of life update, there was a lot of interesting stuff in that. I was the one that I like. There are some that I don't care for, like the shop, like being able to open your own shop. I think in theory that's not bad, but I really don't care for like your island always being online. I think it could work well with the Dream Suite, but an always online island, no, I don't care for that. But I do think, like, I could totally see you visiting someone else's island in your dreams, like going to their virtual shop and then being able to buy stuff from it. I could reason. Ooh, did we get black tulips? Ooh. And there was one other feature in that direct where I was like, oh my god, what a great idea. I never would have thought of that in a million years. It was near the very end, but I don't remember what it was. But it was so fucking clever. I never would have thought of that. Ever. Because, like, I know like that shop thing. Hub rods? Nope, I don't think so. I haven't been finding shit recently. My store's had all... I'm getting to the point where I've seen all... Like, I've seen everything except for the stuff I need. God, what was the last point in that Quality of Life direct? It was really good. It was... Again, I really hope that in September we get a Quality of Life update that adds not all of those features. Like, some of those features I don't give a shit about. But some of them I would be like, no, that should be in the game. Some of them should definitely be in the game. Like the multi-crafting stuff. God, what was... I should probably pull it up. Well, yeah, I don't... And who has hub rods? Let's see. I watched it recently. Give me a second. It's really well made. It's made by... I'll pull up their name as well. Where Quality of life. It's made by Nick Haw over on YouTube. All right, NICK space HA. What's the progress? Oh, I should hit some rocks. Quality of life update 2. They talked about Dodo Airlines. What was a customization one? I don't know. And like some of their ideas, like I didn't care for like at all, but there were some clever ones. Like being able to like if you have like a gold nugget idea. Wow, we haven't got one of those in a long time. Maybe it's because I don't really collect golden nuggets anymore. Right, or like being able to like craft a fully upgraded item if you have the components in your inventory to craft a lower tier one. Great idea. Great idea that should totally be in the game. I still like the idea of golden tools being unbreakable, but I know I'm the only one. Okay, I know I'm not the only one on that front. What am I saying? But they'll never do it, even though, God, that would be so cool. An outdoor storage? Let's see, I'm just flipping through it. You'll know if you can have it in your inventory. Multi-buying at stores. Outside storage. An outside, like making like a thing where you can access your like outside storage. I'm just scanning through the update to see what else they talked about. Oh yeah, okay. It was might literally be the last thing they talked about. Where it's the idea where like you could go into your chat, right? So you could like go into your chat and I could type like Nan like that. And then if Nan is somewheres out in the open, they'll say like, I'm over here. So that way you could like, if you hear somebody's name, you could shout it out. And like if Daisy May's on the island, you could say Daisy May and then you'll just know exactly where she, like a general direction of where she is. I would have never thought of that in a million years. But it's such a great idea for a feature. Oh my God. That would be so big. Like, and it doesn't seem like it's that complicated to do. But God, I would have never thought about that. I think that's so clever. But yeah, Nick Haw just does there's a bunch of them. For Celeste, yeah, oh my gosh. It'd be so cool and convenient. And there's a bunch of features like that in this thing. One of them was the ability to buy more custom like DIY pattern slots using Nook Miles. That's not a bad idea. That's another idea that I do kind of like. I mean, I would not be surprised. Again, I still hope we get a quality of life update that adds multi-crafting, but like a lot of those other ideas, like the one I just said and a bunch of the other ones in both these quality of life directs, I'm not expecting them to happen just because that's not how, right? Like some of them, Nintendo is very illogical. Like if you think of something very clever, that means Nintendo won't do it. But not because they're not clever. It's more that Nintendo's just weird. So like, which is why I don't think like a lot of these like multi-crafting thing and multiple purchase thing and whatnot hasn't been added to the game because Nintendo's just freaking weird. Right? Like that's Nintendo. That's just how they roll, much to their own detriment sometimes. There's a reason they are struggling on social media right now. Like their social media, I mean, supposedly, after a bunch of PR blunders recently with like the Nintendo Directs and whatnot, there have been rumors that Nintendo is shifting their PR strategy. At least Nintendo of America is. Because if you don't, Nintendo of Europe, like Nintendo UK's Twitter... Are you sure about that? Oh no, I'd argue Nintendo... I mean, even Phil Spencer himself said that Nintendo is good at what they do. When it comes to making games and whatnot, Nintendo knows what they're doing. They know how to make a damn good game. They don't know... That doesn't mean every game of theirs is damn good, but they know how to make some damn good games. Who's my pupster? Who's my pupster? But it's just when it comes to like marketing and business, Nintendo's terrible. And that's not always a bad thing. Like there are people like Andrew Wilson and Yves Guillemot and Bobby Kotick, who are like some of them, especially Bobby Kotick, who is the most overpaid CEO in America. Nintendo CEO and like high-ranking staff don't actually make that much more money than their low-ranking staff. Like, yes, they get paid more, but it's like 10 times more. Whereas like Bobby Kotick gets paid 400 times more than his average employee. Nintendo can do some good things. And yes, their lack of business sense has made them better. But they're not always, right? Like, for reasons like that, but sometimes they just fuck things up. Ooh, I don't think I've had this one before. Nintendo ain't perfect. We all know that. And they do make a bunch of blunders. And this entire... Yes, Nintendo may be like, Nintendo's entire release schedule may be suffering because of COVID. There's no way that isn't happening. I bet Nintendo planned to have their big Mario celebration this year, and now COVID's just completely ruined it. That's totally what happened behind the scenes. That's totally what happened, and it's gonna screw with things next year, because I guarantee you Nintendo planned to do like a bunch of Mario stuff this year, and then their plan was next year they do a bunch of Zelda stuff, and maybe finally show off Mercury Steam's Metroid game. Is it Mercury Steam? Or does Mercury Steam do Luigi's Mansion? I don't know. There was one studio, the studio that made the Samus Returns remake. They're probably working on a 2D Metroid game, and next year is Metroid's 35th anniversary. And I bet you behind the scenes Nintendo wanted Metroid Prime 4 to come out next year, but it's not going to happen. That got delayed, but Mercury Steam or whoever is probably going to release a 2D Metroid next year. Whether it's like a remake of Super Metroid or Zero Mission or Fusion, or if it's something entirely new, which I'd want something entirely new. But we'll see. We shall see. It's Nintendo. Who knows? Ooh, a science kit. I think I already have a science kit. I'll sell the clay. I'll keep that, though. Yeah. Oh my god. Before the stream started, I went and got a pizza. I didn't make a pizza. I'm not one day I will be able to make a pizza good enough that it will out Pizza the Hut. One day that's gonna happen. But that day ain't today. So I went and bought a pizza, and god damn it, it was good. And now I'm just like, oh, now I have a tummy ache because I ate too much pizza. Oh, but it was so good. It was so good. Pizza's so good. Hey, Carmen McCarmen, how you doing? I'm just walking around the island, not getting face out there, building my brand, being famous. Oh, Carmen. I do. That, I was talking Phil Spencer praised Nintendo. I do recommend that, Gary Whitta's show, Animal Talking. He had Phil Spencer on with a few other guests. I do recommend that show. It's pretty good. I mean, I know I've seen tons of other articles talking about, like, what Phil Spencer said, because he did also talk about Halo Infinite being delayed during that stream, during Animal Talking, so yeah. I know other outlets have talked about it, but I still do recommend the show Animal Talking. It's pretty decent. I got all the designs from Sable. Nice. Yeah, there's a lot of them. I've only ever used like one or two. But there's a lot. I mean, the game gives you a lot to work off of. Oh, Kid Cat, how I wish you would leave. You know who I haven't seen in forever? Celeste, but also Wisp. I feel like I haven't seen Wisp in forever. Maybe it's just because I keep doing, like, midday streams around, like, 2. Even though Colleague, for me, starts up again in 2 days. I go back to Colleague on Monday. And that's probably going to throw the stream schedule not into chaos, but it's probably just going to mean a lot of later streams. Does that mean you can't interact with her anymore, or does that mean she just doesn't say anything new? Because I think there's a difference. I think she just won't say anything new when you talk to her. Which kind of sucks. Because Sable's great. Why did I come to the creepy basement? I don't have anything to do. I had no plans for today. Oh, and my tummy hurt. My tummy's rumbly. I haven't played Fall Guys. I should go water flowers. I didn't play Fall Guys today. It's the only character I'm anxious to talk with. She won't say anything new. Yeah, that sucks. Oh god, my tummy hurts. I haven't played Fall Guy. I've been playing Forager. I was playing Forager until the Wii. I completely lose track in that game. And I'm not even sure if it's a good game. Like, I'm not even sure if Forager is a good game. But on my I'm doing my second playthrough. I've put almost 20 hours into it. I'm finally at the point where I'm seeing, like, new stuff. Like, a lot of what I've been doing so far in the first, like, I'm like 16 hours in, and the first like 12 hours were all stuff. It was basically getting back to where I was the last time I played, and now that I'm there, it's like I'm finally seeing the new stuff, like the Void Dimension. There's new bosses and whatnot that I can mess around with, a few new items to get, bunches of new like upgrades and whatnot. It's a lot. There's a lot going down in that game. I mean, it's good. It is I mean, it's, at least I think it's good. I mean, it's very cookie clicker, which I do see as could be a general problem with the game. But I've been addicted to it. The past 2 days, I've been playing it until like 5 in the morning. Because I don't play video games that much. Like, honestly, at most, it's like 3 hours a day. But doing this has gotten me... God, I've probably played like 10 hours in the past day. In the past, like, 2 days. I don't play that much video game. And with college starting up, I'm screwed on everything. Because now I'll have to deal with all the college stuff, and I actually have to go to class, because... So one of my professors, as I found out, I think I talked about this, the university is forcing her to hold an in-person class. She believes that her class can be done entirely online, but because the university wants to open up the dormitories, they need justification for that and, like, open up the library and whatnot. So they're forcing a few teachers to hold in-person classes, and she's one of them. Another professor, on the other hand, though, wants in-person classes. She wants her classes to be held in person. And she was eventually able to get a single class once a week in person from the university. So yeah, I don't know. I need to fix my sleep schedule. That's what, because I am fucked. I mean, luckily most of my classes are in like the middle of the day, but I am fucked. But yeah, I had to buy a parking permit for the university just to go to 2 classes, to go there 2 times a week. And I guarantee you, as a gambling man, I would bet that by Sunday, the university is going to be closed. Give me 1 second. But yeah, that as a gambling man, I bet the university is going to be closed on Sunday. Or by September 1st. By September 1st, a group of students are going to catch COVID, and the university is going to be closed down. Because we're already seeing in places like Georgia and whatnot, that school that opened up, that's already been closed down because like 9 students came up with cases so far. Yeah. Oh, guess what I just got back?
Also, that's more Fall Guys stuff. Easy.
I can't win at Fall Guys.
The new spinning one, too easy. Everyone doesn't know how to play it.
I get so unlucky because it's always the platform under me that keeps falling. It's always, I've had it like I stand on one, it starts falling. I move to the next one, it starts falling. It just keeps chasing me, and eventually I just get unlucky. Ah, where was I going? Yeah, I got my webcam back because I need it for university classes, so I have my webcam back. Does that mean we will use a webcam on stream? Nope. That does not mean that. I mean, I totally could, and I don't really care. I mean, I did a face reveal like 6 years ago, so I've never really cared about shit like that. God, my 10-year anniversary is coming up. I did another video for for my main channel last night of just another I reviewed Close Enough, and that'll go up tomorrow. But yeah, I'm getting the 10-year anniversary is next month. It's a month from, what is it, like Friday, something like that. It's close. It is close. It's also our 6 month. It's also 6 months of Animal Crossing. My 20th anniversary on YouTube is 6 months of Animal Crossing, which is kind of funny. Yeah, it's just kind of how it all worked out. Do I have a place to plug in my webcam? God, I have so many USBs plugged into this laptop. Holy shit. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4.
Are those Rice Krispies ours?
If you, they made some earlier, so if you want to take some, take the 2.
Well, there's 2 of them left, so.
So yeah, take them.
They're for us too.
Yeah, sure, take them. What else do I have to do today? I want to water these, I guess. I should probably water all the flowers. I don't really have... I had nothing planned for today. Honestly, the big project for the past, like, month that I've been building up to is the mountain. I've been saying I'm going to do the mountain, and now that we've... Technically, the mountain isn't pretty, but it's there. Like, I did most of the heavy lifting on it. So now that we've done all the heavy lifting on the mountain, I don't really have much to do. Again, this is what I was talking about a few days ago. I feel like I'm gonna start hitting the wall. Where, like, we've done... What would else... Do I have the DIY... Let's... Actually, I do want to... I'm kind of curious about something. I don't know how it's gonna look, but we do have one, and I'm gonna steal it for a moment. But I do worry that I am hitting the wall. That everything's kind of becoming... Not... Yes, predictable. But I mean, I felt like we hit that predictability wall. Like, there was a point where I was like, every third day, we're going to do Fruit Island, and then we're going to go island adventuring. And then almost immediately, we broke that. Like, within like 2 weeks, I was no longer doing that. That's just kind of what happened. You know, I was really hoping this was going to make like a ring of light to like better illuminate this area. Because I would like some, I would love like a garden lamp here or something, like garden lamps, like even up like on the wall. I think that would look kind of nice. I'm disappointed you can't put stuff on walls. That would be kind of cool. Because yeah, well because while if we go across the island, there's a lot of areas that are like undeveloped or have like minimal developed. Like right here, this area is mostly untouched. Right, like that's mostly untouched. Oh shit. If we come down here... Is that really as close as we can get? Huh. Like, this area is entirely untouched. Like, we haven't done anything over here. So that's area number 2. And then there's this area up here, which is basic, right? From right here over to here, which is basically untouched as well. Yeah, I have a fish tank here. Woo, big whoop. And then there's this, like, which I wanted a garden out here, but I haven't actually built anything on it yet. I still kind of wish the museum was one over. That was another thing in that quality of life video where they talked about how you could, like, when you move a thing, you don't have to, like, pay to move it like somewhere random, and then, like, move it over. You can just move it where you want it. That's a quality of life feature right there. Yeah, I have this garden, but I'd love to move it one over. Like, I would, but I don't know how good that would look. And I haven't planted any flowers here yet, because I have no ideas. I have no ideas. I need some water. Damn, that's some good water. Ah, that's what I'm talking about. What the heck is in here? Oh, okay, I know what's in there. Do I not have anything else to do tonight? I mean, I'd love for, like, Kid Cat to move away, but that's not happening anytime soon. I'm still waiting on more purple flowers. I'm waiting for purple hydrangeas or whatever. I could work on the upstairs or the basement of the house, but we'll do that another time. I guess today's just gonna be a short day. The penguin over here, I think, is okay. Like, I've definitely seen better, but I've also totally seen worse. So, I don't know. I guess not for the time being, but maybe in the future. I don't know. I was really hoping one of the villagers I don't care about was going to move away this week. And then we could go off and, like, try to find Audie or any of the other villagers I like. I specifically want Audie, but there's a few others I'd take. And then Nan asked to move away. Whitney asked to move away. And one other villager asked to move away. And I was like, no, I don't want that. I like you guys. Stay here. So I just kind of lost that one. It happens. And then tomorrow, I should probably do turnips, but I also don't know if I want to do 2 streams tomorrow. One for turnips and one for, what's it called? Fireworks that night. Even though I should totally do fireworks again. But if I always think it's important to start these streams with the morning announcements. And if I go in and buy turnips in the morning, then that does the morning announcements, and I feel like that's kind of cheating, you know? I mean, I could totally break it and just... Again, assuming I get up early enough to buy turnips. We'll see. Let's see island evaluations. Yes, we got that yesterday. Now you say Sable won't say anything new, but here's Isabelle not saying anything new. So she wants fencing, but I don't want any new fencing. We've got a lot of fencing on our island. In some ways, I'd argue we have too much fencing. Carmen, you should take a seat. It's nice. This is the first time in a while all my villagers are here, of like villagers I like. I'll leave it up to you. Let's go sit on Nan's side. Waltz. Okay, I think we've had Waltz before. Okay. I feel like I have KK Waltz. That sounds like something I have. Oh, I guess not. Yeah. Maybe I was getting confused with Tango, or... what was the other one? Tango, or... not Flamenco. I don't know, I was definitely getting it confused with one of the other ones. Oh, I was getting it confused with Salsa. That was it. Yep. And then, of course, I do, talking about projects in the future of this, I do always have the Rock Garden. But I want to save the Rock Garden until we get a 5-star island. That was always that was more or less the deal for me, is that I was waiting to get the 5-star island, and then I'd build the Rock Garden. Because once I have the Rock Garden, I know the 5-star, like, because from everything I've seen, making a Rock Garden, you have to place, like, a bunch of mannequins, and placing those mannequins gives you a 5-star island, basically. They're so common. So I was kind of trying to avoid that. I was trying to do other things. Oh, and we're growing roses finally. At least we're starting. I do hope they have roses in the shop next week. I haven't gone diving in a while. Do we get... Yeah, we get trapped back here. I still hate the hitbox on fences. Like, I understand, like, placing items, sure, but I hate that their hitbox is, like, a full fence wide. Like, I feel like you should be able... Like, I feel like I should be able to get through this gap. But because of how wide that fence hitbox is, I can't. And then we have the wedding area still, which... Theoretically, I should replace with something at some point. But I have no ideas for it yet. Like, I have no better ideas. Because they're really, like, probably in, like, September, when the next big update comes out, I'm sure I'll make, like, a vegetable something or other there. Or, like, a harvest thing, like the Harvest Festival from Harvest Moon or Stardew Valley. I'm sure I can do something like that. That'd be kind of cute, but that's not for a while. I do feel like we're hitting the wall. Or at least I am, personally. We've been doing this for a long time. Almost 150 days. And while there's still plenty of stuff I can do, plenty of stuff I've built and then torn down, I do feel like we're hitting the wall. I really do feel like I'm hitting the wall. Which I know tons of other people hit the wall back around like day 60. So like 90 days ago. And while I still have plans and there's still stuff we can do, I feel like my entire life revolves around the flowers now, which, ugh. I guess today's a shorter stream because I'm just bitching at this point. I'm just senselessly bitching. I still have a tummy ache. I should go take care of that. I like this dog thing. This dog thing is cute. And then I gotta do some editing tonight to get that video up tomorrow. And then I go back to college on Monday. Oh god, it's gonna be so much. It's gonna be weird. Admittedly, I'd rather have all Zoom classes than I would, like, in person with the current situation. You know where we haven't gone? A Dream Island. At some point, I should go to, that Akia Island, or Aki Island, or whatever. That Ghost Island. Maybe we'll do that, like, Monday-ish. I should look into that. Still my favorite thing on the island. And I also did find, like, I think I have Lonely Goomba's Dream Island. I know Greg Miller redid his Dream Island. I also should probably re-upload mine. But yeah. We'll do that. I think this is where we're going to end off for today. I don't have much to do. I had no ideas for today. I just wanted to do KK Slider song and the other thing. I'm not going to go play some Fall Guys because, well, I'm going to let my stomach rest first. Go lay down for a few minutes. Then I'm going to play some Fall Guys. Oh, I'm still addicted to it. I should stream it at some point. Like, maybe, like, tomorrow or something. It's not going to happen, but I should. Oh, I should. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, I was really hoping someone was going to leave this week, because it's totally up in the air, but I don't want anyone to leave who I like. And I kept seeing people, like, have the thought bubble, like, Kid Kat had it, Tammy had it twice, Nan had it, or Yuka had it, I mean, Nan did also have it, but none of them just wanted to leave. It makes my life so hard. But yeah, I think that's where we're going to end off. I hope you all enjoyed. Stay tuned for more. Until next time, peace.